boots hit hard, make the whole bar fall. Little bit sweet, little bit reckless. You can't hang, you can't handle Texas heat. Hands up high if you feel this heat, dust in the air.
Hey, how's it going out there? This is Boots, Stars, Guitars, and I am Tracy Two-Step coming to you live tonight with my host over here. How are you doing?
I am doing great. It is a nice Wednesday out there.
Well, good. I am glad that it's Wednesday, and I was letting you say your name this time because I always come in and say your name.
Kristen,
So-
Rachelle here with Tracy Two-Step this evening.
Yes, and we have an artist in here in-house for you. So we're giving you a minute to share this with your mother, your brother, your sister, your dog. As Kristen once said, your goldfish, whatever it might be that you can share, like, and follow, please do so. We have a individual that actually I'm excited because I don't know the music. That doesn't mean anything. That just means it's been a crazy day. And Kristen, you happen to know the artist. So the artist coming on, can you tell me just a little bit?
So he is a Texas artist, and I first met him probably about 4 years ago, I believe, at a music festival. And I've done some interviews with him in the past. He has got very interesting music because he falls under the red dirt category, but his music kind of goes beyond that. He's got a little bit of blues in there, a little bit of rock, and he is an excellent writer. He writes from his real experiences and, putting himself in characters and the people that he's known. And his latest song has a very, very good story behind it, but I'll let him explain his latest song to you when he comes on.
Well, that sounds like my kind of people. Literally, I love that. So again, you're on Boots, Stars, Guitars right now. I like to say BSG for short. The hit list. You're on the hit list show. The hit list show, you never know where we're going to go. So not only are we bringing you music, we're also bringing you a few surprises. So we love to get close to and understand not only the individuals that are coming on with us live. And again, we are television. So we are broadcasting, we are audio, the full podcast commercial level with the company. We are broadcasting as well with media, aside from any normal channel that you could be on out there if you're in social media, except for one. The one that we do have, I just love TikTok Shop. I don't know if y'all checked that out yet, but there's a lot going on over there and a lot to support all of our artists out there, but there's been a lot of changes. So we're hoping to get everyone to get a hold of us and we can explain the changes. But here at BSG last night, Kristen, we had our friends in from Nashville on the beat in the business, the industry pros. He'd been in the industry 60 years. And he had done everything you can imagine. 115,000? It was somewhere around 105 to 115,000 people that I got to tune in for him. And so far he's been our biggest show. And then we've got Danny Jones, and then it's 100-meter screen. So we're going to keep going and keep building this up so that we can get live momentum. And then the shows go out to radio as well. So shout out to our radio stations. We love you. They'll be getting the show as well as TV. And then it turns to a full broad podcast. If you do not have time and you're working, you're on the go, you can actually tune into us, any podcast platform for Boots, Stars, Guitars. How's that, Kristen?
Yeah, that sounds good. We've made a lot of headway in the past few weeks, huh?
Oh my goodness. Yes, we have so much to talk about offline, but online right now, we definitely have been what they call hustling out there as far as in a good way. The good kind of hustle, the kind where it's working and networking and growing and finding, that home base. So that good energy, I personally, and I happen to know for you too, hey, how are you doing? I want to absorb good energy and have the good people around. And you get to that kind of point in your life where it's like, is this worth it? Is this somebody that is draining me, or am I able to help them? So not only are we able to help our artists who come on this show through our software and everything that we do, we've been in the industry. So I like to point that out. So we're not just like on Facebook. We're not just on a channel turning it on. So I like to point out the fact that Kristen has been a veteran in radio for quite some time, and I've been in music for quite some time. So believe it or not, we actually, as two full blondes right here, know what we're doing. So jump on the train with the two blondes and figure out boots, stars, guitars. And let's share out the show. And Kristen, Rachelle, anything else you'd like to tell us? His name is Don Stalling.
Don Stalling, his band is called The Divided. I'll have to make sure they're still going by that name, but last I heard, Don Stalling and The Divided. And he's a former, I believe, paramedic in Texas. He's had a long career as a paramedic in Texas. I believe his guitar player was a paramedic with him as well. So he's probably got some very interesting stories.
He probably does, especially between you and I talking about the different things going on out there, true crime, untold stories. Like, sure, we'll do that. Yes, we'll also do the sports broadcasting program. Just get the advertisers, get the sponsors rolling. We'll do it 5 days a week. Right now, what we like to do is support our artists. And the best way that we can do that is by the time that we've put in over the years, networking and the people that we've been around. We're now coming back around in the independent lane. So in that independent lane for an artist and for us, and we wear many hats actually. So we want to pull them with us so we can make sure that they get a fair shot at getting on radio, a fair shot at getting their episode, even on TV. So combining everything all into one has been a journey, but you know what? I think it's been a great journey. And I think we've got some really, really great people out there. So shout out to all of our radio stations. Shout out to our television station too. That is HTTV. Again, HTTV. You just go there and you'll find Boots, Stars, Guitars. You can check that out. Good evening. I see Mr. Neil Sparkman. How are you doing? Good evening. Here with our board. Nice to see you. He keeps that chat going. Kristen, I say we go ahead and bring up Don. He's down there. He was punctual. Yep. And so I'm going to go and grab him. Hey, how are you doing? There he is. Guys? This is Don Stalling. Don, how are you?
I'm great. Thank y'all for having me on. This is awesome.
Well, thank you for coming on here. I'm so Don Stalling. And Kristen's going to know more than I will, but I kind of like that. I like to know a little bit more. So I saw, as I did your bio, I saw Red Dirt, but I was looking at it and I don't really, like Kristen said, I actually don't do just one genre at all. But also in the Red Dirt lane, I saw kind of that Southern rock, kind of a little more edge to you than just your typical, I love Red Dirt. I actually had someone get on to me earlier just because I said that someone else had a different edge or a different flair to it. So we'll make that very evident.
I think the Red Dirt guys are pretty particular about being categorized separately from the Texas country guys. I don't know exactly where the line is drawn on that,
I don't think there is one. I think it's maybe put the ego at the door and enjoy some good music.
Maybe so.
That's what I think.
I've never really been able to figure the what they really divide it up as, but yeah, I love them both. I love Texas country and Red Dirt.
Yeah, I happened to call someone before you came on, and I did it because I was going to see, hey, have you ever heard this name? What do you think about this individual? And so they were like, well, actually, that is one that I do not know. And I was like, well, then pay attention tonight because he's on. So that is one of the other things we can do is pick up a phone and say, hey, just check out who's on. I see right here some of our radio stations already tuning in. Hey, there you go. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. We've got Biggie over here. Biggie is co-hosting as well. Hey, Big G, I see you as well. Valinia, hi. We are a fully live broadcasts. So we have interaction like old radio. Think old school when people would call in or they'd ask questions and comments. So they're definitely engaging. Tonight and last night, I was like, "Whoa, my goodness. Hey, girl, we see you out there, Gloria. That is 100-meter scream. And we love you too. Good evening, good day, and good morning." So to all. Kristen, I'm going to let you kind of take the lead here with Don. And Don, are you drinking coffee?
Yeah, no. Well, yeah, actually I am. Okay. It's a little bit late in the day for coffee. Okay. I don't know why I started to lie, but then I changed my mind.
But I am too, though. It's been one of those days.
Yeah, I've got a heavy caffeine addiction. There's no doubt.
Well, I don't know what mine is right now, but I just needed coffee. Most definitely. Howdy to you. I see you as well. So tell us a little bit about, so here you are, you're out of Texas?
Yep. I live in North Texas, Grayson County, Van Alstyne, if you know where that's at, little bitty town.
Yeah, Kristen's going to say, no, give her a GPS. What is the closest, is that east, west? Is it near Fort Worth or Dallas?
North of Dallas, south of Sherman, if you know where Sherman's at.
Okay, I actually do know where Sherman is.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so now I know where you're at. You're not that far, actually. I think you're probably in between Kristen and I. He might be right in the middle of where you are and where I am south. So yeah, we've got Don Stalling on tonight. We want to make sure that you share this out with everyone. Oh, they're all saying ditto. We're having coffee over here. Okay.
We've all got the same heavy caffeine addiction.
It was a coffee kind of night. Coffee. Remember that? Coffee. We're drinking coffee. That's Jersey. So Don Stalling, I heard Kristen mention the full band name. And Kristen, go into that a little bit. I heard you say you weren't sure.
Yeah, are you still Don Stalling in the Divided?
Well, we kind of dropped that moniker.
Okay.
Yeah, we went through a couple of different monikers before, as you know, you wind up being just kind of a solo act. So it's just Don Stalling now.
It's just Don Stalling.
Solo.
I actually was going through some clothes a while back, and I found a band shirt of yours from 4 years ago. It was another name back then, but yeah, that was one of my favorite shirts forever. I think you said your wife had designed it.
That's the OG.
Yes, oh, wow. Yes. Tell her to design some more of those shirts because they were awesome.
I know. I need to. I don't know if I can afford that.
I love the old band T-shirts. Actually, like I can throw one of those on any time of day. And Kristen, another thing I keep forgetting to shout out: if you are coming on this show or someone else is, number one, when we bring someone on, Don, we say, "Hey, grab 5 other artists and send them our way." So it makes it easier. Grab some more artists, send them our way to get them on. And then don't forget that us being in front of the camera, I wear hats all the time. Kristen's like, I don't know if I've ever seen her without a hat on. If it's a cowboy hat or just a baseball hat, and then our shirts. I was like, we could be representing for a lot of people.
Sounds like y'all need some merch. Y'all need some more merch.
We do need merch.
We do. I have a great question. And actually, Kristen, I saw that you've asked this before too. It's one of the best questions that I've seen. What do you believe that you have within merch? So here we are in a digital time of music. We're talking about merch. What are the top 3 items that you believe in merch right now would be a hit?
I think T-shirts are always a safe bet. Not necessarily black and white, but very neutral colored shirt is always a good bet. People they like having neutral colored shirts. They like having band shirts. And I think stickers, koozies, and believe it or not, I think CDs are kind of making a little bit of a comeback.
They are, definitely.
They are. Vinyl and CDs, actually. And then ironically, so Kristen, lighters.
Lighters, yeah, that's a good one. That is a good one.
Yeah, lighters.
I would love to make some lighters. I haven't, I've looked at that. It's just something that would be a cool unique item because not everybody has it. At least, not yet.
Yeah, right. I actually, Kristen, I saw that you might have been the one that said lighters, actually. Not on this show, on a different time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Thank you. So they were giving me a note here on the radio station. We love you, girl. She's paying close attention. She's here out of Texas, so she's looking for, or we are all looking for a lot of music other than just the shows. So just FYI, Kristen's looking into that too. So we want to try to fill up as much music as we can within the genres of what is around us. So definitely send in your music. That's for sure. Don Stalling and Kristen Rachelle on right now, Boots Stars Guitars. I'm looking at Kristen and saying, would you like to ask questions or would you like to ask Don about a song and go into a song?
Well, I want to go into a song because he had a new one come out recently, and I played it on my show in Arizona, and I watched the video. I have to shout out Chris Romaine. I love Chris Romaine. He is a great guy. But I am really interested in hearing that song again, and then I kind of want to get you to give me kind of an explanation after we hear it because it was haunting. It was great, and it was haunting. I loved it.
I feel like I know which song you're gonna pick.
Do you?
You do know or you don't? Well, I'm going to need to know. Is there a hint I can have?
Want to hear Suki in the Well? Do we have that one?
There were a few that came in the wrong file system, so I'm just making sure. What did you say the name is again?
Suki, is that one in there?
Is it S-U?
Yes.
Let's see, open high. So production, do you see that one in there? When I was in production, just said that there were actually 2 of your songs that did not. So Suki is not. It is not.
Oh,
if there's,
okay.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll get it played out there on the station as well as within our shows too. So if you could, while we're in the show, go over and take care and put that in, that would be great. Thank you. Thank you for all that you do. Everyone behind the scenes, listen, we've got some great people co-hosting over here. I'm going to look left, right, everywhere. So we appreciate you and we thank you for what you do. Oh, well, let's go to a song, but Kristen first, since we're already set up to know something. Let's tell about the newly released song, the name of it, and let's give it a story.
Let's go, Dawn. I've been wanting to ask you about this one since I played it a few weeks ago. So I'm interested in hearing the story behind it. I know the video was great. I loved the video.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, we had a lot of fun making that video. The story is, my family had a penchant for telling these scary stories when I was a kid, and so Sookie in the Well was one of the ones that always scared the crap out of me because, there was a well somewhere on our property. Nobody really knew where it was. And so they made this story, or my great uncle, who I'm named after, actually made the story up. He was good at making stories up. And he kind of really did it just as a lesson to scare the crap out of us so we wouldn't ever go near any wells. And so I don't know. I kind of was messing with that guitar part, and I knew that I wanted something ominous. And then I remembered that story, and there was more stories than just that. My family loved to aggravate us kids with horrifying stories.
Oh, well, you know why that song stuck with me so well, and this is so weird. I have a story in my family that is real. And, the lady that did pass away when they found her in the well, she was my great Aunt Helen. So this is a real story from my family. And so when I heard it, I was like, oh my God, this is absolutely insane that he is singing about this. And the way that the reason they had found her was because when she fell, her slip had, it was probably the 20s, 30s. So it might have been my great aunt, but she had her slip had gotten caught on the edge of the well, and it hung there for days. And when they had gone out and looked for her and they couldn't find her, somebody went to the well, and that's when they figured out what had happened. So yeah, being able to
Wow.
hear you sing about something like that was crazy, because that kind of stuff, you know, it obviously happens.
Yeah, Helen in the Well.
Yes.
Damn.
That's a song. I'm over here thinking, like, I'm listening and I'm going, that's a song. You know me. I'm like, huh, interesting.
A lot of
sounds
songs
like
about
something
wells
that's
that need to be made, I
Yeah.
guess.
most definitely. Most definitely. And I shout out real quick. We're glad to have you, all of you tuning in. But if you tune in a certain way, this is the wrong show for you. Thank you. Yeah, I needed to address something. As we get into more of what your music is in here, in our studio right now, I see I Don't Go There. And I see Fishing Forever. Your face looks perplexed.
Do those sound right, Dawn?
No. Are those song names?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. I have Cowgirl. I have Open High, live at the Grand Ole Opry.
You don't have Hound Dog in there?
I have Hound
Okay.
Dog, and I have Kiss Me Like Texas. Whose files? I took them right out of the email. I have Hound Dog. We're going to play Hound Dogs, but you're
Okay.
telling me. So, Don,
Yes,
out
ma'am.
of all of this right here, I don't understand how we would have gotten someone else's. It's an Open High, and it marks in here something about the Grand Ole Opry. Back Home. Back Home.
No, ma'am. Not
Let's
one
go
of
with
mine.
Hound Dog right now, and that doesn't make any sense to me. So I Don't Go There. Fishing Forever. Land. Yeah, that one you want to give me the whole name. Land and Cowgirl. So, and Kiss Me Like Texas. Because two of them I know for sure, and Back Home in. And
Well,
I know
let's
that
start with-
the whiskey one isn't you. So there's one of
let's
these
do
in here
Hound
I know
Dog.
is you. We're going to go ahead and play Hound Dog for Don Stalling. And then we will see about getting production to get in the other song. So here it is. It is Hound Dog. And this one actually is Don Stalling. Here it is.
You've been hunting me around like a hound dog, trying like hell just to get a whiff of me. Smoking me out through the bedroom window like I ain't got nowhere to be. I piss away my Friday nights with smoky bars and neon lights, but nothing leaves me satisfied like taking what I know is mine. But you're breaking your back to play my game, and you don't even know my name. You've been hunting me around like a hound dog, trying like hell just to get a whiff of me. Smoking me out through the bedroom window like I ain't got nowhere to be. I'll let you tell your foolish lies and watch you fade as time goes by. Well, I know it hurts to feel that low, but low don't give back what you stole. But you're breaking your back to play my game, and you don't even know my name. You piss and moan, cast some stone, or pull that trigger on your own. You've been hunting me around like a hound dog, trying like hell just to get a whiff of me, smoking me out through the bedroom window like I ain't got nowhere to be. You're hunting me around like a hound dog. You're hunting me around like a hound dog. I piss away my Friday night with smoky bars and neon lights. You've been hunting me around like a hound dog, trying like hell just to get a whiff of me, smoking me out through the bedroom window like I ain't got nowhere to be. You're hunting me around like a hound dog. Oh, you're hunting me around like a hound dog.
Woo! I love that. It is not what I
You said
expected.
you guys are getting paid?
No, that
It
is
was completely.
that's my favorite. That is my
Fucking
favorite.
Well, thanks.
Oh my
I
goodness.
know I like the Suki and the Well story because it literally hits home, but this is always and probably will always be in my top 10 favorite songs ever is Hound Dog. Like it stays right there no matter how many years go on, it stays right there. It's one of those songs, you know, I don't get tired of hearing, and every time I hear it, it's just it puts me in a good mood. You can't be in a bad mood and listen to that
Can't-
song.
no.
That's awesome.
That's a
Well,
true
thanks. Yeah, that's a fun one
statement.
for me. That's always a
Most
fun one to play.
definitely. I have another one in here, and I'm just going to have to ask you. Drive. I mean, I have a friend who has the name of that song, but a lot of people could have the same title. Not you?
Drive?
Drive.
That one's not
Interesting.
me.
Well, production is working behind the scenes. I actually didn't load them; they were loading them. So
No worries.
I
they do a
have,
great job. It's confusing.
I don't know if you can get into your email right now, but I just did re-forward Suki and the Well to you if you can get in your email. I'm not sure if you
And
can.
is Chief copied on that? Because he's the one
No.
jumping.
It's not copied on that.
He's jumping, and it's not a WAV file, right? MP3. I mean, I can convert them, but he may not be able to. Well, y'all are seeing it live, folks. You are literally seeing live in the studio. Here we are, Booth Stars Guitars with Tracy Two-Step, Kristen, Rachelle, and Don Stalling. The music we are trying to get out with Don Stalling right now. And we are looking for his brand new release. As we're going through here, Kristen, we can do it backwards. We'll go ahead with our questions and a fire round and a hit list. And
All
he's
right.
like, oh my goodness.
Sounds good.
What is all of that? And also, I'd love to know, Don, like, where is it that people should go to find you, your information, what you're up to, and to take care of you as well, too, out there in this digital world of music.
Well, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, always streaming helps, you know, buying merch online helps.
Mhm.
I've got everything
ahead and
that I've
tell
ever
them
done
your
out on
merch.
Spotify.
What
Sorry.
is your website?
DonStallingandthedivided.com.
So it does have and the dividing in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still in
Don
there.
Stalling and you're
Fun
changing
fact,
it.
if you type in donstalling.com, I think it does redirect you to donstallinganthedivided.com. So it does
Yeah.
work, but it's, you know.
Yes. There you go. So just remember Don Stalling and the Divided because they have divided. So the band has divided.
There you go. Easy to remember.
There's my cheesy joke of the night.
That'll work. Oh, you get the bong sound. Gong
Oh
Show,
yeah,
not Gong
yeah.
Show.
I was like, we're hitting that one tonight. And then I'd also love to know your musical influences and kind of what got you started in what you're doing.
Well, I feel like I've got a wide array of musical influences. I feel like everyone probably says that, but I really do. I listened to a lot of indie rock growing up. I listened to a lot of Texas country. I kind of came by that. Honestly, I grew up in the Texas country scene, going to every bar, even as a kid. So yeah, Robert O'Keefe and Lyle Lovett and stuff. That was regular soundtracks in our house. So I grew up with a big love for songwriting and a big appreciation for it.
I love that. So songwriting to me is a very therapeutic tool. It's a universal language to also speak to everyone out there. And so I use it as a therapeutic tool. When would you say that you started? You're at a young age when you started to write?
I started to write about 14. I wasn't very good. I was probably awful, but
Probably awful. But
I started doing it, and it's like, for me, songwriting has always been kind of a muscle. You work it out just like anything else. It's something that you can learn, and I believe anyone can learn it. But I sure did. It was a
Do,
big.
do you have one song that you can remember doing and then it hit you at that moment like, hey, I'm good at this. Like I've finally gotten to that point to where I know what I'm doing and I'm comfortable with it. Is there one song?
You know, uh, Gosh, I think for me it was one of the ones that I put out. It's called 103, and I felt pretty good about that. I wrote that with a buddy of mine, and I felt like something clicked there. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but I felt like something clicked where everything flowed well, and it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't like it didn't feel disjointed at all after I listened back. A year later, it felt I don't know what the word is, but it felt flowy.
Yeah.
Good. Just like you said, it clicked, I think.
it clicked. I like that it clicked for you. Any type of songwriting like that, there's a lot of different styles, and honestly, I have never looked at what other styles or what the classic should be's or the way you should write or shouldn't. It just comes out. It's trials and tribulations. It's good. It's bad. It's happy. It's sad. Depends on what's going on. And then I turn around and it usually becomes a song. So I've only done it twice when I was mad about someone. So usually they're not too scary. But it's a great outlet, and then it could turn into a great song. Ironically, the ones I want to throw away. Do you have one of those? Do you have a song that you've done and you're like, man, I do not like this one, and everyone else is like, I love that song.
Yeah, yeah, I do. There's one that I hear it, and I would always there's things I'd like to change about it, but uh, the band always likes to play it, and there's always people that are asking for it, and I almost hesitate. I don't want to say what it is because I don't want people to think I don't like my own song, but
Mhm.
it's one of those that I, I almost just like don't get it, it's I wrote it at the time because I needed to write it. I had something I wanted to say, but for whatever reason, it's just not as much fun to play, or it's just
Yeah,
I'm not in that headspace anymore.
yeah,
It's
that
strange,
must
but
be
people
it.
ask for it, so I'm
Yeah.
glad they asked for it, and I will play it every time it's asked for.
You actually just explained that very well because it usually is a song that comes from emotion or it comes from a period of time. And you gave a better answer than I did. So I might steal your answer.
By all means.
I think I will. Don, where are you typically playing at? And do you keep that posted on the website?
Yep, it's on the website. Next one up, I think, is the 30th. I'm playing at the Post in Fort Worth, and
The
then
post. Okay.
yep, if you know that
All right.
place, listening room, and then After that, I believe is TMR.
Oh, okay. They're asking if you had an idol in music. We're already getting questions for you.
I've got a few idols. One of mine is I gotta throw it out to Dwight Yoakam. I love Dwight Yoakam, and I at any point in my life can get a kick where I'm just all of a sudden I'm back on listening to Dwight. The
Mm,
Post is a great room. Yeah, I agree.
yeah. So they're telling us the
Mix
Post
it
is a
together.
really good room. So when I get back up that way, I'll have to check that out
You
for
should.
sure.
It's gonna be my first time playing it. I'm really
Oh, is
excited.
it?
I've been wanting to play it for a long time.
Oh, well, then I haven't. Kristen, have you been there?
I have not actually.
Yeah.
It's been a little bit since I've been in the Fort Worth music scene, but I definitely have to try that place out.
Yeah, I'll check it out with you. They're like, well, we love his music. We love what you're doing. And they actually are talking about the Post over here. So you're already being looked at and
Awesome.
for those dates. So if you keep your website updated, and do you also go onto a certain platform where you keep information?
Like as far as live shows,
Any information, like there's sometimes maybe a platform that some people will use, different ones, and they keep their information updated there.
well, as far as live shows, I use Bands in Town as my go-to because it updates across everything. It gets it on Spotify, and I think even Apple Music has the concert dates posted now, which is nice. And it
Okay.
automatically updates to my website. And from for to find anything and everything about me, you can pretty much navigate to it from the website. There's
Okay.
always the socials at the bottom, and I've got a couple of music videos on there that I'm really proud of that I did with Chris Romaine, who is
Oh,
a beast, by the way.
yes.
So
He
we got
is.
to take every opportunity to shout him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Next time we
He,
get you, we'll have to do a video as well. So we can actually do that in here too. That'll
Chris
be
does a
cool.
lot of amazing things in the music community there for
Yeah.
North Texas. He's on top of everything, and he's always the first person there willing to support,
Yeah.
independent artists and live music. So he's definitely an awesome person.
yeah, he is. There's a lot of people who have their art out there because of him.
Yes, a
Most
lot.
definitely. I'm being asked again for you to say the name of that again. Band, not band camp.
Ben's in town.
Yeah,
Bands
bands in town. I was
Yeah.
like, band camp. They're thinking of a TV show or something.
The American Pie movie.
That's what I was saying. I was like, wait a minute. Are they talking about the
One
American
time
Pie
at band
movie?
camp.
Yeah,
Yeah,
band
that
camp.
one.
Yeah, I was like, I don't, no. I didn't hear band camp. So I love that. While we're in here and production is behind me, getting some songs in here for you. Switched out is what we're doing. I'm very curious to hit play on one of these. Somehow that came through. And as we go through with you, Don Stalling, who will you be playing with if you're not going to be playing with the Divided? Will you be playing yourself, an acoustic set, or what will you be doing?
For the Post, yeah, I'm playing an acoustic set. It's just me, and I think I'm playing by myself at Texas Music Revolution. But the 4th of July, I have a full band. I'll be playing for that show with a full band. We're pretty excited to have, you know, pretty
Well,
excited to put on the full show. But
the whole show, yeah. We're
right,
getting teased now. This one time at band camp.
that's right.
So yeah, we already started something in here, most definitely. I'm gonna go grab Suki, and while production is looking for, can you give me the other title, Kristen, to have them look at? Because one email only had the two, and the second email had a few, but if they were a wave file,
Yeah, I think some were WAV files. I have Suki. There's Love. I don't see a second additional title.
yeah, there's two emails. One had three on one email, and one had two. I am going to go ahead and play Suki though. So I was like, so production has jumped through hoops, and they still are. So we appreciate what you're doing. Keep going through those emails to get that in. And this is S-U-K-I. I want to say that. S-U-K-I, Suki in the Well by Don stalling. Here we go. Let's find Suki. Miss Suki.
The barbed wire fences and mesquite tree walls give birth to legends as the evening falls. The living creatures by the firelight carve out the features to a child's mind. Somewhere the living can still meet the dead. I get a vivid picture in my head. Off in the darkness I can sense the eyes, and all alone now I can hear the night come alive. And I got a bad feeling now, there's something chasing me down. It's gonna be hard to raise my head and blow them candles out. Running on bare feet to get to my trailer house, scared to death of all the dark things that they told me was creeping. The creaking screen doors gave me away, but I always managed to outstep my fate. I'd swear a finger brushed against my neck. God, I'll never wander near a well again. 'Cause I got a bad feeling now, there's something chasing me down. It's gonna be hard to raise my head and blow them candles out. Running on bare feet to get to my trailer house, scared to death of all the dark things that they told me was creeping around. Some nights I wake in a sweat from dreams I'd love to forget. I swear to God I'll get it right. Don't let Suki take me tonight. 'Cause I got a bad feeling now, there's something chasing me down. It's gonna be hard to raise my head and blow them candles out. Running on bare feet to get to my trailer house, scared to death of all the dark things that they told me. I got a bad feeling now, there's something chasing me down. It's gonna be hard to raise my head and blow them candles out. Running on bare feet to get to my trailer house, scared to death of all the dark things that they told me was creeping around. Creeping around.
What do you think? Tracy, I love that one. What do you think?
I actually love that one, and I have so many questions, and actually they do too. A lot of people are over here. We're trying to figure out the whole basis of the song and what it's about. And I'm asking them, I'm like asking the audience, what do you think this is about? So I'm waiting on their answer. But Suki has been very popular name for two different things. So would it happen to be the female lead actress Suki? Or you pick that?
I doubt it, because the story originated with my great uncle Don, who was alive in the 60s, and
Yeah.
I think he came up with that all on his own, from what I understand.
Oh,
So,
wow.
and he had been a teacher in China. He went to China and taught over there, so maybe he maybe he came up with it that way. I'm really not sure.
I bet.
Wish I could ask him. But
I bet that's what it is, because I think, do you know what I'm talking about? I'm trying to think of the name right now. Is it True Blood or?
Yeah, I think it was True Blood.
There you
That's
go.
a very 60s name, though. That is a very 60s name.
Well, good. I'm glad you know that, Kristen. I am only
Yeah.
29, so I did not know that. I love it though,
song-
Dawn. I'm
That
sorry.
song, though, it kind of takes me back through. I know we talked about my story earlier, but just from a child's point of view, how you feel, when you first hear a story, you're by yourself,
Yep.
what's going to happen? Like that puts you right back in that spot, like right there. You did that very well.
well, thank you so
Most
much.
definitely.
Yeah, that my favorite thing about that song is that people have their stories that they want to tell me. That's my favorite. I love when people tell me because I don't know, growing up in the South, I think everybody's family had some jacked up stories that they told their kids about them
Yeah.
getting torn limb from limb, to keep them out of trouble from whatever they're probably going to do. But yeah, that's the song I could always go. It takes me right back every time I play it to the little home place in South Texas that we had, trying to get from what we called the big house to the trailer house, which was about 30 yards away, after I had just heard all those stories and I had to run barefooted through the dark.
I'm a huge fan of I like spooky stories and spooky things, and one of my favorite stories is just the Headless Horseman, Washington Irving. And so I've read it about 1,000 times. The way that he describes Ichabod's little trip through the forest and how he feels and all the stuff he feels while he's out there by himself. That's what it kind of reminds me of. And it's very well written. It's very well written. I love it.
Well, thank
I
you.
love the fact that we have a team that knows how to jump and do technology like crazy. So any tech,
Well,
social media, PR needs, everyone out there listening, you can hire us.
I got to take the fall for the little snafu earlier. I think I sent the wrong wave or the wrong file types.
They
So
came
that's my
right
bad.
out of the email. So we're going, whose songs are those? I almost want to listen just to see. But right now, what I do see is only Vato.
That's me. Yep.
Or is it
Awesome.
Vato Southern? Which way do you say it?
I say Vato.
Vato. Okay. Well, I'm Sicilian, so I would have said something like that. Wants a burger?
Wants a burger. That's
Okay,
mine.
we're doing good then. Let's get to one of those. Tell me, Don Stalling and Kristen Rachelle, which way we're going.
Your call, Kristen.
Let's do Once a Burger, because that one is really interesting sounding to me.
I want a burger, but here we go. We're going to play Wants a Burger. This is by Don Stalling. Tune in here with Boots Stars Guitars.
She's got a picture up of him at her place, while he keeps the Whataburger numbers they don't take. Yeah, they're just like all the farm kids you know. She's brushing with charcoal and he's chewing tobacco. She's got their wedding already planned out, while he's slamming keystones at Jeremy's house. She's thinking, he's thinking of somebody else, so she wakes him up at midnight like that's gonna help. She's hitting him with all kinds of questions and concerns, and she's rolling him over. He's thinking he just wants a burger. She's been on his ass to go get a job at some point, but she makes pretty good tips at the Mexican joint. She thinks he's funny, yeah, and he likes to make jokes, and he gets along pretty dang good with her folks. Her anxiety and his liberties just line right up. She's got a car card for medication that he smokes for recreation. She's thinking, he's thinking of somebody else. So she wakes him up at midnight like that's gonna help. She's hitting him with all kinds of questions and concerns. And she's rolling him over. He's thinking he just wants a burger. He's thinking of somebody else. So she bottles it up all day like that's gonna help. Before he falls asleep, she's hitting him with threats and accusations. And he's buried in a football field of misinformation. She's giving him another round of questions and concerns. But there's nothing in his brain for her. And he just wants a burger. Yeah, he just wants a burger.
Okay. The number one thing that's coming in is Whataburger. Okay, yes.
Yeah, I knew Whataburger was going to be in there somewhere. I knew
was
it.
gonna say, if you're in Texas, Nashville, I don't know where it stops, but that is a southern chain, and it is really good actually. I love their food, especially at 1 a.m. in the drive-thru.
That's the best time to get it.
The best time to get it. I am a little shocked at what it costs nowadays, but
yeah, that's
a great
everything.
song. I loved it. I
Thank
love
you.
to have fun within the music that you're doing too. So I thought it was really cool. I thought it was really funny when I had people going, "What is Whataburger?" And I'm like, it's a place to go eat. You can drive right through and get yourself warm, juicy, sizzling burger. That's what you can get. I'm not going to do an ad for them.
I recommend the honey butter chicken biscuit if it's breakfast hours. It's one of my favorites. It's a classic.
I am a foodie and I'm trying my best to be good. So this
burger might need to reach out to you for a theme song, I'm thinking. Like you need to write
that's a great idea. That's a great idea.
We need to be reaching Whataburger and all these places. To all of you out there listening, look for your sponsors and advertisers who would like to come in. We are literally jumping off the platform right now with all the abilities we were able to get in. Perfect timing for someone to come in. Kristen will be working on an ad and something that we'll play here in the studio in order to help get us some different sponsors. So that's how it works out there right now. Now, so I have the other song in here, and you said it the Italian way. Is there a reason?
Well, the Spanish way, I thought it was Spanish. I guess it's one of those that's Spanish and Italian, but I was attempting Spanish, you know. But yeah, that song is Only Vato is my. It's kind of a tribute to Dwight Yoakam and the Texas Tornadoes a little bit. You know, I love. I just love music that sometimes pays a tribute a little bit shamelessly, and that's really what I did. I was just trying to be Dwight Yoakam and pay tribute to the Texas Tornadoes a little bit while I was at it.
Well, I definitely know who they are. Texas Tornadoes. We'll have to look at them too. You just gave me an idea. I said Vato because of the Sicilian part in me. They would slap me if I said that a certain way. So maybe it is. I don't know. But then I got Mr. Roboto. So, you know, I mean, some interesting things out there tonight. I like what you're all putting out here in the comments. They're like, yeah, Only Vato. Come on, Mr. Roboto. And I'm like, that's a totally different song.
It rhymes.
It rhymes. That's why they're liking it. So I would love to do a new Mr. Roboto song, by the way. You gave me an idea on here.
I think you should. I think you have to now.
You fed me an idea. That's very good thing, Don. Let's check this out.
I will be waiting for that song, Tracy.
Uh-oh. All right. Only Vato is how we say it over here. when you're Sicilian. Here it is, Don Stalling with Only Vato.
But you and me getting down, making every second count. We do what we gotta do when push comes to shove. It ain't like we don't know how to fool around. But Lord knows I'm a hard man to love. And I think it might be dangerous. 'Cause all my friends know I fly solo. But you're a damn good ride. I can't be your only vato, but I can stay a while. And it's the last time, till the next time you drive me wild. It's you and me and a little bit of Jose Cuervo. And we gotta be moving on, 'cause there's no dinero. It ain't like we can't go a few more rounds. But we both know who's born to wear this crown. 'Cause all my friends know I fly solo. But you're a damn good ride. I can't be your only vato, but I can stay a while. And it's the last time, till the next time you drive me wild, drive me wild. It's you and me and a little bit of cocaine. Your racing heart just fits me like a glove. And I can't seem to get you off my brain. Ain't nobody said anything about love. Ain't nobody said anything about love. Ain't nobody said a damn thing about love. 'Cause all my friends know I fly solo. But you're a damn good ride. I can't be your only vato, but I can stay tonight. And it's the last time, it's the last time you drive me wild.
That is another good one. That's going into, I'm putting that one in the show in Arizona too. A
Well,
lot
it's
of
gonna-
your music,
It's
a lot of
amazing,
your
actually.
music just puts me in a good mood, and I like that. I like
I
music
love
that
it.
kind of uplifts and makes you want to move around.
Well, hell yeah, I'll take it. Want to make you feel good.
Yeah. What did you think about that one, Tracy? I know you liked that one. I think she's over there trying to do some stuff with the
And,
production guy.
Yeah, I was answering a question over
Yeah.
there, and technology too. No, I love every bit of it. So the vibe, I don't even think I would put that in a. I love Red Dirt, but it's like you said in the beginning, at the beginning
Yeah.
of the show, I was like, wait a minute. I definitely see that you're you're in a lane of your own. I like
Yeah.
that.
Well,
I
thanks.
really do like that, actually. And as we're scrolling here through the studio, we've got the other one uploading for you. I do want to bring this up because, Kristen and I are on every Wednesday. So you can find us every Wednesday night, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time here with Booth Stars Guitars. Memorial Day is coming. So I was sent a flyer and they asked if I would please put that up. And while production is grabbing the other song for me, I'm going to pull this up really quick. And so this is Memorial Day. It's their second annual ceremony that will be held on Monday. And it is May 25th at 10 a.m. at the Veterans Memorial Park there in Cedar Park. And that is 2525 West New Hope Drive. So if you're looking for somewhere to go Memorial Day, it is Monday approaching us. And that actual setting right there, my son actually has his is there at the top. So a very, very beautiful thing. I was contacted tonight and they asked if I would please do that. So they do a lot of hard work. So shout out to all the Blue Star mothers out there with Texas 22 and Cedar Park. There we go. I just did their plug for them. Yeah. We are ready. I am ready for Forgive You by Don Stalling. And Don, we're going to go right into the song, and then I'm going to ask you about Forgive You.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I can't live with a hole in my heart, and I can't see clearly in the dark. To be who I wanna be, I've gotta change some things, and I think I know where to start. 'Cause I'm a little older now, I've gotta get hate out of my heart. Even if you don't need me to, I forgive you. 'Cause life really ain't that long. I don't wanna be stuck on rights and wrongs. Whatever the hell you're gonna do, I forgive you. Sinners and saints are hard to tell apart, 'cause I don't know what's in your heart. You can't know who's dirty or clean. All I can fix is me. I wanna change things, I don't wanna be angry. 'Cause I'm a little older now, I've gotta get hate out of my heart. So even if you don't need me to, I forgive you. And life really ain't that long. I don't wanna be stuck on rights and wrongs. Whatever the hell you're gonna do, I forgive you. If you're stuck on your mistakes, whatever got you here today, whoever you are, whatever brought you down this far, if you need me to, forgive you. 'Cause life really ain't that long. I don't wanna be stuck on rights and wrongs. Whatever the hell you're gonna do, I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you.
Now, that is a very beautiful song. And
Well,
of
thank you.
course, I'm sitting here wondering, is someone forgiving, you're forgiving someone, or how did this come about?
Well, yeah, I forgive some. I was forgiving someone, but it was more of about a conversation that I had had with my dad about forgiveness, and for whatever reason, that kind of shook something loose, I guess, if you want to call it.
Aw.
Maybe something clicked. I don't know.
I
Circle
love
back to
that.
that thing, right? But
Wow. I love that. I immediately went to the whole relationship thing.
no,
I never even
weirdly,
thought about
no.
it being a parent. I mean, in normal life, yes, but it's such a beautiful song. I love that song.
Well, thank you so much.
Of course, I'm over here talking with a different audience too, and I'm not sure if I do, but that is really good of him. Don Stalling over there is saying, "I forgive you." I'm going to try to do that more, Don. I need to do what you do.
That's
It's
the
not
hope.
that I
Well, I
don't.
try to
We've
do it too.
heard a few different songs, and I have to point out that they are all different, every one of them. There is not one of your songs that sounds the same. You know how some artists, they'll do a song and then they'll do a song and a song and a song, and it'll sound like the first, you know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah,
maybe
Yeah.
they figure out what works, I guess.
yeah.
I don't
Well,
know. But
yours are all different. They all hit a different chord. They
Oh,
all tell a different type of story. So, yeah. I'm
well,
a fan. You've known that for a while, though.
well,
yeah.
thank
We
you.
got
That's a huge.
Brian Perry checking in the house. Howdy to you. This is Don Stalling we have on tonight, which would be up in the area where Brian was speaking about last night, where he'll
Howdy,
be
Brian.
playing up near there. So Brian won't, you will. So he'll be playing at the post, actually, Brian. So Don Stalling and his sound, I actually love it. And then I have another asking me, at what age did Don Stalling learn the guitar?
That was about 14 or 15. I started messing with it in a serious way. I got a
In a
little gut
serious
string,
way,
little
yeah.
$25 gut string from, I'm sure, from a yard sale or something that my parents found it.
Yeah. Yep. That's how it works. I love that. And I'd like to get into a little bit of the hit list, Kristen, a little bit of our signature mark here on the show.
Okay.
And did you see that? Did y'all see that?
No?
Never mind. Roll with the show.
Okay.
Let's go.
You got a
Kristen,
ghost
I'll
back
let
there?
you start off. Well, the lights just they went completely out. That happened to me last night too, and I was like, "What the heck?" But I'm good. I'm messing with technology, so I'm trying not to say that too much. It's kind of like owning a truck, you know. When you own a truck, they're going to call you to come move their stuff. So,
Right.
kind of keep that part quiet. But
Keep that
no,
under your
we're
hat.
rolling with it. We're able to get right to it, and now I'm going to let Kristen Rachelle. And then we do still have it does say that song Drive is yours.
That one's not mine as far as I know.
He would know.
Is it
Well,
talking about
he
is it talking
would.
about
Here's
the
what I'm going to
drive?
do.
Maybe it's a drive file or something. It's in the
That's what I'm
drive.
thinking, is that there is something. Do me a favor. I can't right now because I'm in here behind the scenes. Can you just start that, and he'll say no because he'll recognize it immediately. No.
Not one of mine.
Interesting. Well, that was in your email. So
Oh.
that's in your email. We don't
Think
we're not
some
going to play it though
emails
because
are
it's not you.
probably getting
Sorry?
crossed there because I don't
I have
remember
no
seeing that
idea.
one.
No big deal. So we've got it covered. I mean, we got at least the 3 that I really wanted to make sure that we got in here. I really wanted to make sure we got those in here. Do you also have more music coming up?
I do. Yep.
I bet you do. I was thinking he's probably got 10 EPs. He's like, I want to get these out. Yeah. It's expensive.
It is. Yeah.
It is.
It's always good to have stuff in the can, but yeah, it's definitely expensive to produce it the right way. I'm a little bit old school. I like to have my stuff produced by a producer, and
Yeah.
I like another set of ears on it. So I try to spend the time to make it sound like a actual work of art.
Yeah. Do you what producer have you used? And is it here in Texas?
I've used every producer I've used has been in Texas. Yeah. I've used Eric Herbst in Denton.
Yeah.
Philip Mosley was in Tyler.
Yeah.
And then I used a couple guys down in Houston called Edgewater. And I have never had a bad experience with producers. They've all been amazing. And lately here I've been using Chris Romaine up at Split Window Studios in Denison. He's just one of my best friends, and we've been really clicking artistically. So it's been a lot of fun doing this stuff with him. The Sookie in the Well, that was Chris. You heard him singing on some of that actually. So we had a lot of fun making that one.
Yeah, and we have a lot of connections to studios too. So if you're ever looking for a studio, I would say Texas, Oklahoma, Nashville, those areas are easier rather than the other states. But we are working on the other states as well. And if you had advice to give out there to someone else, it sounds like you've been doing this a while, and they're just like, man, this is just not cutting it. What is it you would advise someone or something that's helped you get through when you're like, this is going to happen?
Perseverance. It really is for me just a marathon, you know. It's a marathon. If you want to keep making music, it's got to be about the music. It's got to be about the art, and you got to make the sacrifices that it takes to be able to make the art that you want to make.
That is true. It's a very true statement. There are a lot of ways now. We talk a lot about the digital, like individually right now, the independent artists and the digital music and how things are being done. And if you're that old school, you like the old school production, old school sound to get in there. And someone made a joke the other day. They're like, yeah, you got to have at least 10 to 12 people in the room who all have different roles. That's the old school way. And I'm like, yes, but there's a smarter, less expensive way. And that is how I have to do things because I don't have a money tree.
Hell yeah. If you can, the more you can cut overhead, the better off you're going to be, and the more music you're going to be able to put out. There's no question. Definitely. That's absolutely
I love that.
Thought process. There's no wrong answers with it, you know.
No, there isn't. There isn't. So I'm going to turn to Kristen now because I said that before we're going to play that song, the hit list, and then our list in general there for you, Mr. Don Stalling. And Kristen, are we doing our typical ones and then the dare ones?
Let's do our typical ones. Let's fire off some questions that people might find interesting about Don Stalling. So I want to know the weirdest song that you like a song you're gonna play in your car with the windows rolled up and you don't want anyone to know you're listening to it. What is it?
The guilty pleasure song. Yeah.
Yes.
You know, I'm a Billie Eilish fan. I've got to say, Billie Eilish has got some bangers. I wouldn't, you know, it wouldn't be the first thing I picked if I'm the guy that they hand the aux cable to and I'm in a car with my buddies, but I'm by myself, I'll jam some Billie Eilish.
I don't think that's a bad thing right there. I was expecting something else.
Oh yeah, we wanted an embarrassing one.
Yeah. We're like, you got any Cyndi Lauper in there or?
No, man. You know, whenever I was a kid, I liked the Backstreet Boys. That's still jamming.
We were going to go there. Trust me. We're going to go there. I'm letting Kristen go through her list there. So continue on and let's ask him those questions, Kristen.
Okay. Now, if you were going to walk out into a baseball field and you had an entry song, what would it be?
Entry song? Oh, my walkout song?
Yeah, your walkout song.
Gosh, you know, it'd probably be one of those old Breaking Benjamin songs from the 2000s.
Okay.
Like,
there you go.
I'm a sucker for some of that, like hardcore. I guess now they call it divorced dad rock.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, that's the name for it now. That's what the kids are calling it.
Yeah.
But it was in
something. All right. Did you know that, Kristen?
Yeah, I knew that.
My face probably looks really funny right now. I actually did not know that. Divorced dad rock, huh? Yep. Interesting.
Instead of classic rock, we got divorced dad rock.
Yeah. Do you know about glazing?
Glazing?
Yes.
I've heard that one. Maybe if I heard it in context, I might be able to understand it.
All right. Have you, Kristen?
No.
Okay. Well, because I have my teenager still here, I get to learn all sorts of fun things when I get to go pick up the kids, and it's like something new every day. And so, talking to his friend, he's like, "Dude, quit glazing." And I was like, "What?" And I was like, "He's just complimenting you." He's like, "Yeah, but he's glazing." And I'm like, "Glazed is a donut. What are you talking about?" And they're like, "No, that is when you overly are commenting and overly gushing over someone where it's just silly. So
Oh,
you're being glazed. That's a new thing."
that's a nicer term than what we
I was like,
used.
"Yeah, I guess." Well,
Yeah.
I didn't think of it that way. I guess I should have thought of it that way. That and City Boy. Have you heard of City Boy? That's been going around.
Well, on the surface, I feel like I know what that one means, but
Yeah, you'll have to look it up later. Look it up later and you'll see that one. But I can't even keep up with all the new terminology that I get. But I did not know, of course, those kids would not know about divorced dad rock. But okay, interesting. I'm wondering who would be in that category as well. Which band?
Creed, I'm pretty
there's
sure.
Brian. Brian produces as well, and he was telling us that. Let me get to that. Actually, I did miss it. He was saying hello, and out in Nashville, direct image recording studio with Ken. There, do you know? Actually, I do know of Ken right there. He's a producer as well. That is Brian Wayne Perry, and he's letting you know that his father wrote "Anywhere for You" by the Backstreet Boys.
Wow.
Also, No One Else Comes Close. Wrote the book on Love and a few others.
Man,
Okay, and
he's got a
now
catalog.
Gen Z internet slang. Glazing means showering someone with excessive, unwarranted praise or sucking up to them. Perfect. In the music space, fans, commentators, or journalists are often accused of glazing when they overhype a popular artist collaboration, or heavily defend an album that is considered mid. How you like that
Mid.
one?
There's another one of those terms, mid.
Mid, when it
Mid,
is
I know.
mid.
I'm good on mid.
And that is all courtesy of Brian Wayne Perry. Thank you. He did know about being glazed.
Strong work,
I wonder
Ryan.
if he knew about the dad rock thing. He probably did. He probably does. So he pretty much knows what everything that's going on in music. He's worn many hats. So, but that's pretty cool. He's talking about his father also wrote, and then he brought up the Backstreet Boys. Didn't you bring up the Backstreet Boys earlier? No,
I
They
we were
did.
joking. Yeah, yeah. I think we were making a.
He
You
had
know,
mentioned that he liked the Backstreet Boys when he was younger.
yeah. So there
Yeah,
you
I
go.
do know the song he was talking about. That's
You do? Okay, good, good. He said, "Yes, you are welcome. Yes, Dad Rock is everywhere." This is his message. Dad Rock is rocking everywhere. Okay. I just need a point of reference. Would White Snake or Def
No.
Leppard? Okay,
that's
good.
classic rock.
No.
I
So
was
you're
like, please
in the
don't tell
wrong
me
era.
they've lost their minds.
Think of like Creed or
Yep.
Three Doors Down
Yep,
or
that's a good
really?
one. Yep. She's got 'em.
Okay. There is one really good Three Doors Down song that I'll just keep it in my category.
3 Days Grace, Breaking
Yeah.
Benjamin, all
Mhm.
those are your divorced dad rock. Yeah, I think the more piercings the band has, the more it's in divorced dad rock, and then there's just dad rock, which is like Bowling for Soup. You know,
There you go. I forgot about
So-
those guys.
actually, Chucks are now the new dad shoes. New Balances are not dad shoes anymore.
Oh my God. Are
What?
you serious?
Yep, that's the thing.
Chucks
No.
like the Vans,
Yep,
literally like the squared checkered Vans.
Vans and Chucks. Yeah, that's the time
Wow.
marches on, doesn't it?
No,
Yeah,
that
it
hurts.
sure
That
does.
hurts.
Or it stops when you're 29. Dad rock. He's given us all the explanations. Thank you,
Yeah, he's
Brian.
got the-
Dad rock is a broad, evolving term that typically refers to melodic guitar-driven rock that older generations grew up listening to and passed down. It ranges from 1970s classic rock to 1990s post-grunge and pop punk. Wow. Nice. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, see, I
Great
feel like Steely
information
Dan and all
there.
them. that's-
Steely Dan, Bruce
Yeah,
Springsteen. Oh my goodness.
No,
I
that's
feel like
classic
it depends
rock.
on whose dad, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
I think I got it.
My dad's dad rock is like CCR,
Yeah.
Creed and Clearwater. That's his dad rock.
Well, you got someone going, that's my era of music. Everyone's kind of stunned by this whole dad rock thing. We just threw everybody for a loop.
Right.
They're all like, well, what about this band? I'm like, oh, I'll do my homework. That's what I'll do.
Categorization.
You know, and then
Categorization.
you've got yacht rock too. You know, we've got a lot of different genres now of rock that
They really are.
I actually like the yacht rock channel. I like the Parrot Head, the island vibe. I like that vibe. It just depends on who's on there. I would love to go on a vacation.
Me too.
Oh, he's a dad and he loves classic rock. You're good. Thank you, Brian, for all of that. You actually helped me explain glazing by looking that up much better. Everyone over here, if you know what is going on over here, I hope that you do. You're at 52,000. That's pretty good. So keep pushing that out in the room. They were pushing. Everybody was pushing because they were wanting to get the song Suki, the Suki in here, in the well. And they're very, very happy that that was done. So thank you for that.
That's awesome.
And Kristen has more questions.
I gotta ask this one to everybody, okay? And you have to be honest.
Okay.
If I were to look in your phone right now, what is the weirdest thing that you have typed in there to get an answer from Google? What is the weirdest thing you've Googled recently?
Gosh. Oh man, that's a good one. The weirdest thing I've Googled. Well, I am a medical professional, so it's probably got something to do with that.
Okay.
And it would come out weird.
It'd say out of context is gonna sound weird, whatever it
Yeah.
is. I don't know off the top of my head because I try to flush that stuff out whenever I
Okay.
lose, but
Yeah.
it's probably got
Yeah,
something to
thank
do with that.
you. Thank you for your service, by the way, and doing what you do in the medical field like that too. So
Okay.
we don't say thank you enough to that position. Actually, what led you into that?
My aunt was a nurse, and she thought that I would make a good paramedic, and so I listened and went to paramedic school, and I've been doing it for 10 years now. I've been paramedicing.
Yeah.
So strange to think
Paramedicing.
about.
There's a song too. Paramedicing.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute. It's like that dog in Up or something. Every time there's a word, I'm like, look, it's songtime.
There you go.
I can't remember his name, but there was the dog in Up who, like, when he heard a word, he was like, oh my goodness.
Doug?
Song alert. That's what it's all about. As we're going through here on the station with you on with Don Stalling right now, Kristen Rachelle, myself, Tracy Two-Step with Boots, Stars, Guitars, and the hit list. On that hit list, I have a couple of questions also. We have the questions, and then it's called basically a truth or a dare. So first I'm going to hit you with the question that I like to ask, and it's because of I want to see the visual. So you as a kid have already mentioned that about 15-ish or so, you were getting serious about your guitar, and the strings, all of that. If I had been around you and gone into a room that you were using and occupying in your early teens up until even 18, what would I find on your walls and in your room?
I had some sports posters. I had band posters. I very much liked the band called Brand New, so I probably had a poster or a picture of them up. I was a huge Deion Sanders fan. I am a Cowboys fan, so
There you go.
I had a Bo Jackson poster up, believe
Yeah.
it or not. Yeah.
No females.
You know what? Actually, there was a Hooters calendar that somebody gave me that made it on the wall for sure.
There you go. I was going to say, there's got to be something in there. Got to drag it out.
You
The
give a Hooters calendar a seventh grader.
You can't go without that.
Yeah.
Can't go without your Hooters calendar. And then we usually do the truth or a dare. What would you like to do? And Kristen, jump in here on this one, just like we did with our good friend that we had on the show not too long ago. That's what I'm going for.
Oh, let's do. What dare did we do last time? I don't even remember.
Well, he chose to get up and strut across the room instead of doing something else.
Okay, let's do a truth. We'll do a truth with Dawn. You pick a truth, Tracy.
Well, we can do two truths and a lie.
Let's do that.
And
Let's
Dawn
do
could
two-
say it.
Let's
Yeah.
do that.
Let's do that, Dawn. Come up with two truths and a lie, and let's see if we can figure that out.
Huh. Okay. Ooh, you put me on the spot now. I got to think
Yeah,
them up.
we're good at that over here.
You are. Let's see.
We didn't want to go deeper into your bedroom, so we were switching it up a little bit.
Okay. Well, let's see. I've never smoked. I have never. I guess I'm getting into the never have I ever's here, but
Yep.
I've only ever owned one car, and I've only. Let's see. Gotta think of number 3 here. Gosh, this is hard. And I only speak one language. I guess I'll go with that.
I am guessing something. What are you thinking, Kristen?
I'm thinking it's the not true part is I've only ever owned one car.
I'm thinking the same thing, that the car is a lie.
Okay.
Nope.
No.
Oh my goodness, you got us both. You even got production
did.
over here.
You did.
Okay, the foreign language.
No. Nope. Believe it or not, I used to smoke.
Smoking. Okay. Got it. Well,
Okay.
I'm glad that you're not doing it any longer.
Me too.
Look, so
expensive.
Brian answered that question. I've been waiting for someone to say this. The famous Bo Derek poster. I've been looking for that answer right there. Thank you. Thank you, Brian. I've been waiting for someone to say that one. And the Farrah Fawcett, the famous red bathing suit.
Yeah.
Who wore that one? It was another blonde. It'll come to me in a minute. Was that Pamela Anderson, maybe? I don't know, man. I'm only 29. Yeah. I've got in here still. So lights still shine.
Oh, is that a song? That's not one of mine.
Says lights still shines is your next song. So I'm making sure I'm not pushing anything. And then you had drive.
You should be looking for a situation, bad day.
Yeah,
Those would be-
they're reading them to me, and they're in that email there, but those are not it. What
Yeah,
I'm
they-
happy about is we got the main 3 songs that I wanted to make sure that we got in here, and he's saying that you do. Click a button for me, then. My hands are right here. Click a button for me then and tell us, and we're going to let Don tell us if he knows his music. Go for it. Watch. No.
Hey, you guys ever been to Nashville, Tennessee?
Grew up there. It's a no.
No. No.
I was jamming out to it.
It's got to
Okay.
be something I sent in small, I'm sure.
He said, nope. I kind of like this one. I've never done the musical round of guess.
It's another game
Yeah,
show.
guess his own music.
Yeah, try to guess your own music, Don. You should know that you have more out there.
Did
We're
you
trying
write
to
this?
feed you more songs, and I'm waiting for the person that's going to message me and say, "That Tracy, those are mine." It's okay, Chief. Actually, you might I think they were in that email. Aside from that, the only other person that should be in here is probably mine. But that didn't even sound like me. None of those were mine, nor were they Don's. So, but they were in that email. I actually did see that. So, you got Hound Dog, you got Suki in the Well, and we've already had the third one. Tell me again the name of that one.
The third one,
Yes.
was it Forgive You?
Yes, Forgive You. And then now we're going to go through the Truth or Dare. Do the beginning of it really quick and we'll say yes or no. I'll give you the benefit right here of doing that.
No, the last two should have been Situation or Bad Day. Those are the ones that you were looking for.
This is a situation. This is a situation.
Yeah, it is a situation.
It's a situation, man. That's going to be in our shows from now on, like the situationship. There is a situationship going on over here, man. They were, oh my goodness. Brian's still over on the posters. He's talking about, oh my goodness, Pamela Anderson. He's over here. Oh my goodness. Tawny Kane from White Snake. Uh-oh. Yeah. That's what I was looking for. Those answers right there. On the hit list, if you're making a playlist or you're also out with some of your buddies, what type of music would you listen to that isn't yours besides the Billie Eilish or anything like that? You and your friends are out, you're having a great time, you're like jamming out.
Man, honestly, I like to spin any old country and red dirt. You know, I still jam to that. It's my favorite. I love jamming Dwight Yoakam, Mark David Manders, Robert Earl Keen.
Yeah, Robert Earl Keen. Yeah, and they're asking, do you have a song in particular that you think of when you think of red dirt?
The quintessential red dirt, I guess. It's hard not to throw Jason Boland as like kind of a father of red dirt, like I feel like I don't know. Like I said before, the category is a little bit different. I feel like Jason Boland is one of the leading people of red dirt, Oklahoma red dirt. So, Como County Blues or Pearl Snaps, those are great and quintessential red dirt tunes that I think of.
Do you wear do you wear Pearl Snap shirts?
On occasion, I've been known to.
You've been known to rock a Pearl Snap shirt. Only certain people can do that.
Cheap bourbon whiskey too.
Yeah. Just a little bit of the just a little bit of that fire in you, and you're like, yep, I'll put on those Pearl Snaps. It has been great having you here. I've got you. So you're a paramedic, and they're asking to play America 250, and I'm curious about which one. We're still going to be here. We still have another half an hour, and it's up to Dawn. It's up to you as the artist to decide if you're going to stick around with us or you're going to say, hey, man, I've had a great time, and I will see y'all soon.
Well, I'm having fun.
Okay.
But,
I don't think anyone's ever left us. That's what's funny. That is kind of funny. I like that.
I do have to leave for a second to get another cup of coffee, though.
Okay, yourself some coffee. And while you're doing that, let's see what we've got going on with production behind the scenes playing. And so America 250, if you know what it is or you don't, America 250 is 250 years of America. So America 250 all year this year has an event going nonstop somewhere. There's a lot of different things happening. So go for it, Chief. I know that you want to do it.
$250 years, and we're just getting started. 250 strong, red, white, blue, still shining true. Freedom calls, we see it through. 250 loud, me and you.
raise that flag, say it loud. For the ones who gave, we carry them now. 250. Oh, thou loud. Boots hit dust, stroke went down. Still the best damn heart around. Some came home, some stayed away. We live free, they paved the way. That flag still flies 'cause they stood. We rise again like we should. 250, red, white, blue, still standing true. Veteran strong, we see it through. 250, me and you. 250, stand up proud, staying loud. For the ones who fell, we carry them now. 250, 250, 250. Oh, thou loud. Breathe the names, hold the line. Gave it all, now it's our time. Raise your voice, way past the sky. 250, red, white, blue, still shining true. Veteran strong, we see it through. 250, me and you. 250, stand up proud, say it loud. For the ones who fell, we carry them now. 250, 250, 250. Oh, thou loud. 250, red, white, blue.
We rise.
Ooh, that is 250 America right there. America True that we just played. It is America 250 this whole year, no matter, and it has nothing to do with politics, everybody. This has to do with people in the community. So while he's getting that coffee, I think he's making it. I think he's
Probably.
like he's grinding the beans and everything. Well, what do you have over there for us? So, Kristen, with all the news stations and on TV as well, we'll start we'll do the intros, and we'll start putting out information. So everyone that's listening, we are looking for sponsors, advertisers that could come in as well, because we have expanded within so many areas of media and broadcasting. We actually can get things out in a big way. So we want to be able to do that for all of our artists, independent artists especially. They're saying, I bet he's going to come back and say, I heard it.
I heard it.
It's America 250. I guarantee you know about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I figured he did. So he does know about America 250. I do see that over there, and it's counting down at me. So thank you for that. I have other questions too, Kristen. So we've got more time. Although I think it's funny that still saying light is yours, is mine. There's more, but no, not unless you want to break out the guitar, and he can literally show you.
I've got a question, Dawn. Who does your guitar when you're recording in the studio?
I've had different people do it. Whenever I worked with Philip, like Hound Dog, that song, he did that guitar. He's a phenomenal guitar player.
I love
on
that
Sookie in the Well, I did a little bit of the guitar work, and another guy named Hunter Parody did most of the electric and the solo stuff, and he's another phenomenal player. I've had the pleasure of working with a lot of killer guitar players.
Yeah, you have, and you can hear that in the songs. Those guitar solos really pull you in too. And that's one of the first things I picked out about your music was the guitar playing in it. So yeah, good stuff over there. You're picking people well.
You're a guitar solo girl.
Yeah.
I do love the wailing on the guitar and drums. So drums, I'll be over here like drumming it out. I've been caught several times. People are like, she's over there playing the drums.
Yeah, you're an air drummer for sure.
I am.
Tracy.
I cannot. I have to. Like when I hear the
Yeah.
rhythm of music, and especially if I like it.
You have one of those cymbals in your car. You got a finger
I
cymbal in your
want
car.
one. I'm actually searching for a car right now, and I would put one. I would be that person.
Put it right on the dash.
Yeah. Ding 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 ding.
They have
Yep.
real contests. They have real air guitar contests and real drum solo like contests. Like there was a whole cruise one time that was dedicated to this, and people like went to win money, and it was like it was a big
How do you
thing.
judge that? I don't understand
I
how you
don't know.
judge it.
Yeah, how do you? I guess by performance, like
Yeah.
how much you're into it.
Who
Yeah,
looks the most committed?
yeah.
I don't know. I wonder though. I mean, if it was local and the answer is yes, by the way, production. Yeah, I would bet it's gonna be like how much do you go all out? Like, are you dressed for the part? Are you really in it? I knew about the band game that came with a PlayStation or something. What was that called? It's called Garage Band or no?
Oh yeah,
Garage
Rock
Band
Band.
is for music.
There was Rock Band and there was Guitar Hero.
Guitar Hero.
Hero.
Yes.
Yeah, there was
There
both
it
of them.
is. Yeah. Yeah. Garage Band is actually something that I use within music. If you're on Apple.
Right.
I went on a date one time to a video arcade, and this guy, I had to sit there and he made me watch him play Guitar Hero for an hour before I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Well, was he good?
No,
Oh, you're watching him
wasn't.
lose. Well, that's
I
terrible.
was watching him lose. It was
I
horrible.
almost choked. I love that. No, I'm definitely someone that I'll be hitting Rock Band and Guitar Hero. Yes. Garage Band is what I use, and several other things. There's Cubase. There's some other things we use for music. And it says, Don, you wouldn't judge it. Would you go and judge that air guitar and drumming session?
You know, I don't know that I could. I don't know that I'm a good air drummer. You know, I feel like if you're gonna
We
judge,
can throw
you
me
gotta
over there.
You gotta be good at it. You know.
Yeah, definitely. I would say to you, Chief, break it up a little and do that. Do that for me is what I think. And don't forget, everyone, Don Stalling. It is you have to literally spell your last name because it's going to get missed when you go to audio and it's podcast and you're out there on radio. We want to make sure that they get the right person as well. So Don Stalling, go ahead and tell them it is STALLING. The reason I did that is because most people are putting one L. So if you think of it, Don Stall. So the word stall, ing. Don is not stalling. There you go. Now you'll remember it. I'm one of those people. Make up something that goes to the name, and then that way I remember it.
It's pretty smart.
Yeah.
Good way to do it.
Well, it's just what helps me for
Hell yeah.
sure. So Don Stalling. Don is not stalling. That is 2 L's, STALLING. Be sure to check out Don Stalling and all of his platforms and the music too. And we will obviously keep spinning your music also. Moving forward to the next question. We've got another in here. Okay. I'm saying yes to our production.
Whiskey don't judge me. Lip gloss messy. Boots on the dashboard, baby. Town takes me. Back row pretty. Little bit petty. See, Friday night gone wild. Speakers way too heavy. Whiskey don't judge. Nah, it just listens. To girls like me, making bad decisions. Cut off shorts and a baseline loud. Walk right in and turn heads around. Bartender grinning when I walk by. Half these boys can't handle my vibe. Bonfire smoke on a small town breeze. Boots kicked up in the passenger seat. Whole damn count and know my name. And honestly, baby, I love that game. One more shot, one more song. If it's wrong, still miss me. Small town savage. Heartbreak mad.
Thank you. Thank you for that. That is a song that's not released yet. And actually, I get my hand smacked for that one of those being released. It's not mixed. It's not ready to be released yet. But thank you very much. I appreciate that. Going back through this, Don, I have another question because ironically, there are very little people who actually understand. Where is this picture? I don't have it in here. But there's here in the Houston, Texas area, you have Danny Jones. You were talking about producing and production. Danny Jones is here out of the Houston, Texas area, and he's amazing. We've had him. I know him pretty well. He's got a lengthy list there of who he's worked with. And then, of course, his picture from back in the day, he's played with everybody you can think of. But
a little dad rocking himself there.
Oh yeah, he played drums for a lot of famous people. So, and then of course we have this picture.
I know that one.
Yeah, there's a classic there that was sent to us. So I had a feeling you would get that one. The other one I'm not going to pull up, but it was there's a Bonnie Raitt and Greg Allman. People get stumped by that. So Don Stalling. Kristen, are we going to do another truth or dare, or are we hitting up questions?
Let's keep going with the questions.
All right. Kick it off. Don, do you think it'd be funny that we're doing a sports broadcasting show?
I think it makes a lot of sense.
Okay, good. Go for it, Kristen.
If you could play with anybody on stage, alive or dead, and you can't say Dwight Yoakam, you gotta pick somebody else.
Yeah.
Who would it be?
Knocking off my number one answer there.
I am. I'm making it difficult for you.
You know, I feel like it'd be a lot of fun to play with Willie in his prime.
Mm-hmm.
Like young Willie in his 50s or 40s, whenever he was young. I don't know that.
Hundreds of years ago.
Yeah. Many moons ago. Or Willie or I feel like it'd be a lot of fun to do a show with one of the indie rock bands that I listened to growing up, brand new.
That would be fun.
It'd be a lot of fun.
I would go to that one. I would totally watch that one. Now, being
who
that
would
you're
that
such
be?
a fan of Dwight Yoakam, I have to ask, did you ever own those jeans? Were you that guy? Did you?
No. Where I went to school, you'd probably get beat up for wearing tight jeans. So
Probably.
Yeah. You get bullied. Yeah, my own would say, nope. I am not. And I think maybe at the end there, Chief, we appreciate it. Let's get through some questions here with Kristen and Rachelle. Again, we're on with Don Stalling, myself, Tracy Two-Step on Boots, Stars, Guitars. We are over here grilling Don Stalling over here with not only his music that we love, but also the questions that come along with the hit list. You look right above his head, and it says the hit list. So do you have a hit list, Don?
A hit list as in?
Could mean a lot of different things, right?
Yeah.
I kind of
different context there.
Open. It's a very broad way to put it.
No doubt. Your
hit list would be the top 3 songs that you're jamming out to.
Right now I'm really enjoying Casey Musgrave's new album.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
I love it. I don't think there's a bad song on that album.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been spinning on most of my drives lately.
Okay. Nice.
So I'm an album nerd, so I like to listen to the entire album all the way through. I
like it. And I like when you say albums. So I've started getting vinyls again and CDs. So those are always fun. I am shocked. 3 albums were $100.
Yeah, they are pricey. It is
Yeah, they're pricey,
pricey.
and the bad thing is it doesn't really go to the artist. So I try to say, yeah, it's much better either direct to consumer or get sponsors or different things. That's a whole nother show. We have a whole show dedicated for something like that with our experts that are out there doing a lot of work. So again, on the hit list, Kristen Rachelle, what do you have for Don Stalling?
Okay. One song, one artist you had to listen to in your parents' car that you absolutely could not stand as a child.
Hmm. You know, I'm trying to think. There was a, I don't even know what the song's called, but there was this, it sounded like it was from the 70s, and there was this whistling in it. If I whistle it, it's going to get stuck in my head.
Oh,
But
whistle it. We want to know.
it was like, I don't know if I'm the best whistler, but it was like that, and it would come in, and that was the,
I think I'm turning Japanese.
I
maybe.
think I'm turning
I
Japanese.
tried to drown it out, but it was not a song I dug.
So that was 80s, if that's the one that it was.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah,
Is it? I don't know. Our audience, I'm going to ask all of them. If you recognize
know.
anything that went with that whistle, let me know. Hey, Biggie out there, all of you, send me a message if you recognize that.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
If my terrible whistling was.
It was funny though because of the right. You saying it is like I think I'm turning Japanese. That's going to end up in one of the clips.
So that song has a
it.
very interesting, inappropriate meaning. So.
But someone else heard that too. Brian, I wonder if you know the
Okay.
answer. Yeah, I wonder if you know the answer to that. And anyone else out there on the other platforms, you've got plenty of you in there. I just don't see your answers. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. They're saying that they really like the show and they really like Don. So be sure to go to Don's. Thank you. Be sure to go to Don Stalling. Check out everything that he has. You got to create a playlist. We do have one that's Boots, Stars, Guitars that will go in and move your music onto there, and we can use that in the different stations and tell them to pull your music. So
awesome.
in an easy way, that means whoever's been on the show, there's a Boots, Stars, Guitars. Kristen can add to it. I can add to it. And then a couple of people from our board, but typically it's going to be myself or Kristen. So we started doing that just recently on this new brand with this show so that we can definitely support the independent artists, not just during the show, ongoing, so that we can have your music playing. And one of the stations has dedicated 4 hours a week of nothing but either our service members, paramedic, border, fire, all the different categories there to go specifically in that area. So actually yours would fit in that area, Don. So
awesome.
Yeah, we got to make sure we get that over to them. And we will. I'll make sure it gets over there. Kristen and I both.
Texted you that song, Don, so you have to look at it and see if it's the one.
All right.
Yeah, I was going to say, I can't get to my phone right now. I'm relying on the help of other people. I am stuttering over here. I'm like, I don't stutter. What's wrong with me?
No, that's not the one.
That's not. I was so wrong.
That's not the one. That definitely sounds more 80s.
What we're talking about over here.
The one that I had in my head was it's a very 70s, a lot more hippie-ish sounding, but it had that melody would be whistled in it. It was actual whistling was in the song. And
I'm at a loss. Like, I don't know what it could be.
Mad at this light.
I'm trying to think. I don't know. They play it at like, it still comes on top 40 grocery. Like if you're walking through the grocery store, you probably got a good chance of hearing it. So
top 40 70s song with whistling in it. Do you remember the name?
Brian or Biggie, do you happen to know the answers? I can tell you that I've worked with someone that in every one of his songs that he does whistle. Do you know who that is?
No.
Kristen might.
I don't.
The production would, because they were trying to pull it. It is Billy Ray Cyrus. So if you go back and pay attention,
Really?
Billy Ray Cyrus, yep, in his songs, one of his signature pieces is a whistle. And when we were cutting out the song Flag and another band was picking it up, they were asking about it. And I said, whatever you do, you cannot remove the whistle and you have to keep the guitar the way that it is. So those are his pieces, and a very signature piece is that whistle. So now when you go back and listen to his music, I didn't know it either. He taught me that, and he's like, don't let them take that out of that song. And I was like, okay, no problem. Whistling. So that's what I started thinking about when you said that. So, and another question rolling through here tonight on Boots Stars Guitars on the hit list. Do you already have a Don't Worry, Be Happy? He says, Don't Worry, Be Happy could be the song he is thinking of, or Pumped Up Kicks.
It's not Pumped Up Kicks. I know Pumped Up Kicks.
Yeah.
What's Don't Worry, Be Happy, Mike? Sounds maybe promising. Let's see.
Bobby, who did that? Bobby, can't remember. Don't Worry, Be Happy.
Let's see.
Have to Google.
I'm surprised that our audience hasn't given me
Bobby McFerrin. Bobby McFerrin.
Normally, actually, Brian gave a few answers. Now everybody all night long is going to be trying to think of this song that has a whistle. Those girls were trying to figure out this song, and now I can't quit whistling. Whisper. That is up to, I know that we do need to get one more song in. What we could do is go back to one of the favorites of Dawn and play that, because we are towards the end of the show, and then we can sign out. But Dawn, don't go anywhere. We will be with you as we are backstage here with our audience. So I think that's the smart thing to do. If you were to pick one of those songs, Kristen and Dawn, that I have in here, so everybody at the end can hear your music, what would you pick?
Of my songs?
Mm-hmm. The ones that are in here.
My favorite and the one that I'm the most high on right now is definitely Sookie in the Well.
Okay, let's grab that again. Sookie in the Well. That is by John Collins.
The barbed wire fences and mesquite tree walls give birth to legends as the evening falls. Living creatures by the firelight carve out the features to a child's mind. Somewhere the living can still meet the dead. I get a vivid picture in my head. Off in the darkness I can sense the eyes, and all alone now I can hear the night come alive. And I got a bad feeling now, there's something chasing me down. It's gonna be hard to raise my head and blow them candles out, running on bare feet to get to my trailer house, scared to death of all the dark things that they told me was creeping. The creaking screen doors gave me away, but I always managed to outstep my fate. I'd swear a finger brushed against my neck. God, I'll never wander near a well again. 'Cause I got a bad feeling now, there's something chasing me down. It's gonna be hard to raise my head and blow them candles out, running on bare feet to get to my trailer house, scared to death of all the dark things that they nights I wake in a sweat from dreams I'd love to forget. I swear to God I'll get it right. Don't let Suki take me tonight. 'Cause I got a bad feeling now. There's something chasing me down. It's gonna be hard to raise my head and blow them candles out. Running on bare feet to get to my trailer house. Scared to death of all the dark things that they told me. I got a bad feeling now. There's something chasing me down. It's gonna be hard to raise my head and blow them candles out. Running on bare feet to get to my trailer house. Scared to death of all the dark things that they told me was creeping around. Creeping around.
I love everything about that song. Stand by really quick. You've been on Boots Stars Guitars, the hit list, with myself, Tracy Two-Step, Don Stalling, and over here, lovely
Kristen Rachelle.
Kristen Rachelle. We're going to close out really quick. Stand by. Do not go anywhere. Thank you.